Hey, what's up everyone? You're here with Goran from Pickdawgz, and thank you for joining me here for your free Serie A picks for Sunday, January 29th. Four games on the schedule, guys. 6:30 a.m. is the earliest one, and 2:45 p.m. is the big derby between Napoli and Roma. Uh, there are a lot more free picks up on the Pickdawgz YouTube channel, guys, so make sure you check it out, subscribe, make sure you hit that like button. We do appreciate it a lot. And if you want my best bets, go to the Pickdawgz website, go to that previous section and see what I have up there. Like I said, guys, we have four Serie A games on Sunday, and we are gonna kick it off with this AC Milan versus Sassuolo matchup. Two teams that have been in a bit of a slump as of late, especially Milan, who hasn't scored a goal in their last two games, even though they played teams like Inter and Lazio, teams that are not the greatest when it comes to defending. They got shut out, and not only they got shut out, they conceded 7 goals in those two games. On top of that, they didn't win a single Serie A games, uh, game out of their last three matchups they played, and with that, their hopes and dreams of defending the title are pretty much over because they're now 12 points away from Napoli. And the only thing they have to play for now is to stay in that Champions League spot. But the competition for that this season is incredibly strong in Serie A. We have five teams competing for the last three spots for the Champions League. As far as Sassuolo goes, they are hanging in there. They are above the relegation zone. However, they haven't won any of their last 7 games. And even though they have been scoring goals pretty consistently, they got losses against some of the worst teams in the league, such as Sampdoria, and even Empoli has beaten them in that friendly matchup. Fiorentina has beaten them in Serie A. They lost to Lazio without scoring a goal. They couldn't beat Monza, and I don't know. This team is just lost right now, to be honest. With the bad defenses we have between these two teams, I didn't even think a lot about this pick, guys, and I simply decided to go with both teams to score it over 2.5. Even money. Can it happen for third game in a row that Milan doesn't score a goal? Maybe if they were facing a stronger opponent, but when they're facing a team such as Sassuolo, the team that's on a bad losing streak, the team that isn't defending well, I simply don't see it happening. So both teams to score over 2.5, even money, guys, definitely worth a shot, and I will take this game for sure. In the next matchup, guys, we have Juventus facing Monza at home, and this is actually their second game in a row that they're playing at home uh, after actually third game in a row that they're playing at home if we count that Coppa Italia matchup against Monza a couple of weeks ago. In their last Serie A game, they were playing against Atalanta at home, and that game ended in a 3-3 draw. To be honest, they got a bit lucky in that one, but even though they like to think that everything is okay in Juventus right now, I know it's not, because when you get taken 15 points away from you because of your bad financial dealings and falsifying the reports and stuff like that, nothing is okay. And there are some reports that players want to leave. Some players are under investigation for being a part of that financial scam or whatever they did. And the good news for them, I suppose, is that they kept scoring goals pretty consistently. But we'll see if they can get a win out of this game. Juventus is a pretty big favorite right now, but Monza is definitely a decent team. They have been scoring goals consistently. They have scored at least one goal in their last 8 games in a row. They did lose to Juventus a couple of weeks ago, like I said, in Coppa Italia. However, they scored a goal in that game as well. And for that reason, guys, I'm simply going to take over 2.5 in this one. I'm not going to try to go with both teams to score because you can never know when someone is going to get shut out or not. But over 2.5 at minus 120, I think that's a great pick. It's definitely worth a shot, and this is one of the most like one of the games I'm most confident in on the Sunday slate. So over 2.5 is gonna be my pick for this one. In the next game, guys, we have Lazio hosting Fiorentina, and Lazio has actually been doing a very good job since the restart of the season after the World Cup. Undefeated in their last 4 games, while they are now on a 3-game winning streak. And with that 3-game winning streak, they actually got to that third place in Serie A, which is the Champions League spot, and that is their main goal this season to qualify for that Champions League group stage. Defensively, one of the best teams in the league, Lazio has been so far. Only 15 conceded goals, and their offense has been doing a very good job in scoring, and they have 35 goals in those 19 games. That's an average of almost 2 scored goals per game, and definitely this is going to be helpful in the long run because the second half of the season is going to be very intense for everybody, and Lazio included. Fiorentina on the other side, they are on a 2-game losing streak. They lost to Torino on the road at home, and they lost to Roma on the road. They haven't scored a single goal in those 2 games, and that is something they hope to fix with the arrival of Josip Brekalo from Wolfsburg. I think he will not be ready for this game, but at least not to start, but he might get the last 15-20 minutes or so just to get a feel for it. But the biggest problem for Fiorentina right now is their missing players. They have 4 injured players, and all 4 of those players would probably be in the starting lineup if they were not on the injury list. So we can see that Lazio is a very solid favorite, despite missing Ciro Immobile, who is their leading goal scorer and captain. But in this game, I mean, I simply gotta go with the team in better form, and that is Lazio, guys. I don't bet on Lazio often, but this is one game where I cannot pass up on the price. We are getting plus money on the home team, the team on a nice winning streak, and for that reason, guys, I'm gonna side with Lazio here. It's because playing at Olimpico in Rome is a very, very hard stadium to play at, and at the moment Fiorentina doesn't have what it takes to beat Lazio, so I'm siding with Lazio in this one. And like I said, guys, the last game of the day is going to be between Napoli and Roma. Very, very big matchup between 2 teams in a pretty good form right now. Napoli is marching towards the title. They now have the 12-point advantage, as I mentioned, ahead of Milan. 13-point advantage ahead of Lazio. They have been a bit sloppy since the restart. They haven't been scoring as much as they could. They are creating chances still, however, they are not as effective when it comes to scoring. But they are on a 2-game winning streak, actually 3-game winning streak in Serie A. They have kept 2 out of 3 clean sheets in those Serie A matchups, and they will definitely go for the win here. Roma on the other side is on a 3-game winning streak, and not only they are on a winning streak, they kept 3 clean sheets in a row. That is something that doesn't happen often to Roma, and like I said, they are in very, very good form right now. They could definitely be a real threat to Napoli here. Napoli, however, still undefeated at home. 8 wins, 1 draw, and 0 losses, but Roma's record on the road is actually pretty impressive. 6 wins, 3 draws, and only 1 loss. This is the team that's fighting for the Champions League spot, and they are now in 5th place with 37 points, which is the same number of points as Inter has, as Lazio has, and only 1 point less than Milan. I think this could be a very competitive game. I think we could see a lot of chances here. I'm not so sure about goals, to be honest. We have 2 teams on a nice defensive streak, and I have a feeling that this game could become a little rough. This is a pretty big rivalry as well, and on one side we have Jose Mourinho-led team, and we know that they don't shy away from making fouls and getting a little bit rougher when it comes to that. So in this game, guys, I decided to take over 5.5 cards, minus 122. If I had to lead the side, it would be Napoli, but minus 143 is simply not good enough for me to kind of take a risk on that because Roma is in good form. Like I said, we might not see a lot of goals here. I think the chances will be ample and we will have a lot of them, but I'm not so sure we're going to see a lot of goals. So I decided to go with cards, minus 122. Very solid price on a decent line, and I think we're going to hit this one, guys. That's it, guys. These were the 4 free winners from the Italian Serie A on Sunday. Thank you for joining me here. Make sure you check out the rest of the free picks up on the Pickdawgz YouTube channel. Subscribe, hit that like button, guys, and I'll see you soon with more free winners.